Hello all, welcome to the SOLIDWORKS tutorials. In this video, we are going to draw the parts and assembly of a plug valve. Open SOLIDWORKS, click New and create a new part. The dimensions of the plug valve is given in the description. You can download the file. First, I am going to start with the valve body. In the plug valve, I am going to draw the top side of the valve. Then I am going to revolve this. So select front plane, click Sketch, select line and draw the outline of the valve. Mark the dimensions. So the distance is 210 by 2 and this radius is 150 by 2 and this distance is 76 by 2. The thickness of the flange is given as 14 mm. Now go to mirror entities and select the entities to mirror and select the line about which we want to create the mirror. Okay. Now select this line and make it as for construction. Go to features, click revolved bars and select the center line. Then click OK. Next, to draw the top side profile, I am going to create a reference plane. So go to reference geometry and select plane and select the top plane as the first reference and the distance is 52. Select this plane, click sketch and draw a rectangle and mark the dimensions. So the width is 140 and the height is also 140. Then go to fillet and the fillet radius is given in the valve body cover and it is 20 mm. So select all the 4 points and create the fillet. Next I am going to draw the holes. So draw the hole and mark the dimensions. The hole diameter is given as 12. So go to circular sketch pattern and select the center point and the entities to pattern is the circle. Click OK. Now go to features, click extruded bars and extrude this to a thickness of 14 mm. Now select the surface, click sketch, draw a circle the whole diameter is given as 124 mm. Go to features, click extruded cut and extrude this to a thickness of 3 mm. Now to draw the remaining profiles, select front plane, click sketch. So you can select sectional view, select line and draw the outer profile. Now go to smart dimensions and mark all the dimensions. So this distance is 86 by 2, and this gap is 98 by 2. The height of this region is given as 25. Further, to mark the dimensions, I am constructing a center line. So click Control, select these 2 points and make it as horizontal. Then go to smart dimensions and mark this gap as 50 mm. So the diameter is actually given. So I am marking the radius. Similarly, here also it is 66 by 2, 33 mm. Now select Control and select these 2 lines and make it as parallel. Go to smart dimensions and mark the distance between these 2 lines as 10 mm. Now go to smart dimensions, and from the center to the lower extreme end, the distance is 50 plus 25. Now the sketch is fully constrained. Go to Features, select Revolved Boss, select the center line, then click OK. Next, to remove the regions, select the front plane, click Sketch, select Line Tool, and draw the inside profile. Now go to Smart Dimensions and mark the dimensions. So this distance is given as 33. Okay. So here there is a semicircle. So I'm marking this distance as the radius. So it is 13 by 2, 6.5 mm. Then the distance between these 2 edges is given as 50 mm. Then this height is given as 25 mm, and this length is given as 13 mm. Now go to sketch fillet, and here we cannot exactly create a semicircle for 13 mm diameter, so I am creating a fillet for 6.4 mm radius. Okay. Now go to Features, click Revolved Cut and select the center line. Next, select the surface, click Sketch, draw a circle of diameter 56 mm. So go to Features, click Extruder Cut and select Through All. Next, select the surface, click Sketch, and draw a hole of diameter 15 mm. The pitch circle radius is given as 60 mm. Okay. So click Control, Select the center point and the origin and make it as vertical. Now go to circular sketch pattern, select the center line and select the entities to pattern. Go to features, click extruded cut and choose up to surface and select this surface. Similarly, choose the surface, click sketch and draw a hole of 15 mm diameter with a pitch circle radius of 60 mm. Select control, select these 2 points and make it as vertical. Go to circular pattern, select the center point and choose the entities to pattern and click OK. Go to features, click extruded cut and choose up to surface, then click OK. Okay, so next I'm going to create the fillets. Okay. So I'm selecting a sectional view. So go to fillet. So there are two fillet radius are there. One is 16 mm at the inner surface and 10 mm in the remaining surfaces. So now I have created the fillets. Next I'm going to apply the material. Right click on material and apply brass. Next I am going to create the thread. Go to hole wizard, click thread, select the starting edge of the thread and choose to selection and select this surface. So click trim with the start surface and trim with the end surface and choose extrude thread. Now go to circular pattern and choose any one of the circular direction and the future and phases, select the thread. Save this as part number 1. Next click new and create a new part. Select the front plane, click sketch. So next I'm going to draw the plug and draw the cross section. Okay. Now go to smart dimensions and mark the dimensions. The overall length is 229 mm. Sorry, it is actually 229 minus 28 because finally I am going to extrude this region later, so I am neglecting this 28 mm. Then this height is given as 9 mm, as the diameter is 18 mm, and here it is 36 by 2. Then this gap is given as 9 mm. This radius is 32 by 2. Then this gap is given as 3 mm. This length is given as 16 mm. And this thickness is given as 10 mm. The distance between these 2 points is given as 10 mm, and from the left extreme end this distance is given as 78 mm. This gap is given as 10 mm, and the overall diameter is given as 97 by 2. Then this thickness is also given as 10 mm. This height is given as 63 by 2. No, this line is not constrained, so you can click the point and you can move it. So you can see that this line is inclined, so I am selecting this line and I am choosing horizontal. Similarly here also there is some under constraint is there. It means that we haven't specified this height. So let's check the drawing. Now mark the distance between these two lines as 10 mm. Now the drawing is fully constrained. Okay, so you can go to fillet, and as the fillet radius is not mentioned, I am selecting a fillet of 3 mm radius here. Now go to features, select revolved boss, select the center line and click the revolve. Next select the surface, click sketch, and draw a square. Go to smart dimensions and mark the sides as 25 mm. Now go to features, click extruded boss and extrude this to a distance of 28 mm. Now to cut the hole here, I am selecting front plane, click sketch. So choose sectional view. First I am going to convert this outline to support our sketch. Go to convert entities, select these two edges, click OK. Then go to line and connect the edges. So this will be helpful for us to generate the remaining sketch. Now select this all and choose for construction. Now go to circular tool and draw a circle of radius 37. So diameter is 37 into 2, and the distance from the right side edge, it is actually 53. So here it is giving the direction in both the sides as it is a center line. So I am selecting 53 into 2. Now click control, select the center line, center point and the origin and make it as horizontal. Okay. Now go to lines and draw a line that is connecting the circle. Now draw another line at the center and make it for construction. Similarly, draw a new line and choose this for construction, and another line at the bottom and for construction. Now mark the distance between these two lines as 42 mm as given in the drawing, and the gap at one side is 21 mm. Now click Control, select this point and the line and make it as coincident. Similarly, select Control, select the point and the line and make it as coincident. Now click Control, select this line and the edge line and make it as parallel. Similarly, choose Control, select the line and the edge line and make it as parallel. Now go to Trim Entities and trim the unwanted regions. Okay. Go to Features, click Extruded Cut and select Through Wall both. Okay, fine. Now I am going to apply the material. Right click on Edit Material and I am choosing the material as aluminum bronze. Now save this as part number 2. Next I am going to draw the wall body cover. So click New and create a new part. Select the top plane, click Sketch and draw a rectangle. So the width is given in the first drawing, it is 140 mm. Now choose fillet and the fillet radius is given, it is 20 mm, and fillet all the 4 edges. Select circle and draw a circle with a diameter of 13 mm. Now go to circular sketch pattern, select the center point and select the entities to pattern as the circle. Go to Features, click Extruded Bars and extrude this to a thickness of 14 mm. Now select the bottom surface, click Sketch and draw a circle. The circle diameter is 124 mm. Go to Features, click Extruded Bars and extrude this to a distance of 3 mm. Now select the top surface, click Sketch and draw 3 circles. And mark the dimensions. The inner circle diameter is 70 mm and the outer circle diameter is 32 mm, as the radius is given as 16 mm. Now the distance between these two centers are 86 by 2. Similarly here also it is 86 by 2. Now select line and connect these circles. Now select control, click these 3 points and make it as horizontal. Go to trim entities and trim the unwanted regions. Then go to features, click extruded bars and extrude this to a height of 55 minus 14 minus 3. Now select the surface, click sketch, draw a circle of diameter 55 mm. Go to features, click extruded cut and select through all. Then select the surface, click sketch, and draw a hole. The hole diameter is given as 12 mm and this distance is 86 by 2. So select control, select these 2 points and make it as horizontal. Go to features, click extruded cut and the depth of cut is 21 mm. Now go to hole wizard, select thread, choose the starting point of the starting edge of the thread and choose up to selection and select the end condition. Choose trim with the start surface and trim with the end surface and click extrude thread. Next go to linear pattern and the direction, choose any one edge. The distance is 86 mm and the feature and faces, select the cut extrude and the thread and click OK. Now edit click on the material and choose brass. Save this as part number 3. Now close this, click new, create a new part. Next I am going to draw the gland. So select top plane, click sketch and draw 3 holes and mark the dimensions. The center hole diameter is 70 mm and the outside hole diameter is 32 mm. Then the distance is 86 by 2. So these dimensions I am taking from the previous part. Click control, select these 3 points and make it as horizontal. Now go to line and connect the circles. Go to trim entities and trim the unwanted regions. Then select circle and draw two circles. The whole diameter is given as 13 mm. Go to features, click extruded bars and extrude this to a width of 14 mm. Now select the front plane, click sketch and draw the bottom surface. Go to smart dimensions and the diameter is 55, the distance is 36 by 2. The height of the fillet is 3 mm and the entire height is 14 mm. Go to features, click revolved bars and select the center point. Now select the surface, click sketch and draw a circle of 36 mm diameter. Go to features, select extruded cut and choose through all. Now right click on the material and select the material as brass. Now save this as part number 4. Next, create a new part. Select the top plane, click sketch, draw a circle of 12 mm diameter. Now go to features, click extruded bars and extrude this to height of 50 mm. Now go to hole wizard, thread and choose the starting edge of the thread and select blind to a height of 22 mm. Trim with the start surface and trim with the end surface. Then again go to hole wizard, thread, select the top edge and now the distance is 16 mm. So right click on the material, choose edit material and the material is stainless steel. Now save this as part number 5. So to create part number 6, right click on boss extrude, click edit feature and extrude this to a height of 65 mm. Now thread 1, click edit feature and the height is 28 mm and for thread 2 the height is 21 mm. Now save this as part number 6. So finally I am going to draw the nut. Close this, click new, create a new part, select top plane, click sketch, draw a hexagon. So the diameter is not given, so I am giving a diameter of 20 mm. Go to circle and draw a inside hole of 12 mm diameter. Go to features, click extruded bars and extrude this to a height of 6 mm. So right click on the material, choose edit material and apply the material as stainless steel. Next I am going to create the thread. Go to whole wizard, thread, select the top edge and choose the bottom surface, trim with the start surface, trim with the end surface and click extrude thread. Now save this as part number 7. Now I am going to assemble this. So click new, create a new assembly. Starting with the part number 1. Next insert components, choose part number 2 and rotate this with respect to Z. Go to mate, select these two surfaces and make it as concentric. Similarly, select these two surfaces and make it as coincident. Now insert component, insert the third component. Go to mate, select these two surfaces and make it as concentric. Similarly, select these two surfaces and make it as coincidence. Then insert component, insert the fourth component. Go to mate, select the cylindrical surface and the top circular edge and make it as concentric. Similarly, select the bottom edge and the top edge and make it as coincident. Then again insert component number 5 and rotate this with respect to X. Now select mate, select the cylindrical surface and the top circular edge and make it as concentric. Now select this component and hide it. Go to mate, select the top surface and the corner point and make it as coincident. Now go to insert component and insert component number 6. So rotate this with respect to X. Go to mate, select the cylindrical surface and the top circular edge and make it as concentric. Then hide this component. So there is some mismatches there. We can correct it. Select mate, select the surface and the edge and make it as coincident. Now select these two surfaces and make it as coincident. Now go to insert component number 7. Choose mate, select the top circular edge of the bolt and nut and make it as concentric. Then select these two edges and make it as coincident. Next again insert component 7. Select mate, choose these two edges and make it as concentric and coincident. Next I am going to pattern this. Go to circular component pattern and the direction choose any one of the circular edge, and components to pattern, select the bolt and the nut, and I need 4. Then go to linear component pattern, then direction, choose any one of the horizontal edge, and the components to pattern is the bolt and nut, and I need 2 at a distance of 86 mm. Now we have completed the drawing. So if you want, you can rotate this and you can visualize this. To animate this, go to motion study and choose motor and select this plug and give it as a rotational motor. The RPM is preset. Select calculate. So you can see that this is rotating. Thank you.